Please call this meeting to order. Vice President DiGirolamo, if you will please read the open public meeting statement.
This meeting is called pursuant to the provisions of the Open Public Meetings Law. This meeting of April 3rd, 2018 was included in a notice sent to newspapers of record and posted on the bulletin board in the municipal building and has remained continuously posted as the required notices under the statute. In addition, a copy of this notice has been available to the public and is on file in the office of the municipal clerk.
Thank you. If we can please stand for the invocation and the flag salute.
God, thank you for the gift of life.
I apologize, Councilwoman. If we may, I'd like to have a moment of silence. We had another loss again this week. Tony Pinella, who was with our bond counsel, had passed away. So if we may have a moment of silence for Tony. Thank you.
God, thank you for the gift of life, the opportunity to serve the people of our town. Help us act with character and conviction. Help us listen with understanding and goodwill. Guide us to be the leaders our people need. Help us to see humanity and dignity of those who disagree with us and treat all persons, no matter how strong or weak, rich or poor, equally. Renew us with the strength of your presence and the joy of helping to rebuild the community we can all be proud of together. God bless the town of Phillipsburg, the state of New Jersey, and the United States of America. Amen.
Pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
That was beautiful, Councilman. You're welcome. Roll call vote, Vicki.
Council President Phillipsburg.
Here.
Council Vice President DiGirolamo.
Here.
Councilman Davis.
Here.
Councilman Lutz.
Here.
Councilman McVey.
Here. Okay, before we move forward with the approval of the minutes, is there anyone here from the Domestic Abuse and Sexual Assault Crisis Center? There is not. We do have a proclamation for them. I guess I can read it seated without them here. So for the proclamation, we have, whereas sexual assault is a serious crime that affects people of all ages, races, ethnicities, religions, genders, income levels, and sexual identities. And whereas survivors of sexual assault must deal with the physical injuries, psychological effects, and issues such as post-traumatic stress disorder. And whereas the impact of sexual assault is widespread, affecting the survivor, family, friends, and the community at large. And whereas sexual assault is a seriously underreported crime, often due to shame, victim blaming, lack of access to resources, and whereas it is believed that only 15.8 to 35% of all sexual assaults are reported to the police. Whereas in 2017, the Domestic Abuse and Sexual Assault Crisis Center provided services to more than 100 people who have been affected by sexual violence. And now therefore, I, Bobby Fulper, Council President of the Town of Phillipsburg, in conjunction with the Domestic Abuse and Sexual Assault Crisis Center of Warren County, hereby proclaim April 2018 as Sexual Assault Awareness Month. In Township of Phillipsburg, and urge the residents to work together to raise awareness of this important issue and offer support to those who are affected. Incidents of sexual assault will not be reduced without a concerted effort throughout the community. Vicki, if you wouldn't mind handing that over to them. And there will be, from what I understand, they will be placing bows on Main Street. Right? Okay.
Yes, you're correct.
Excellent. So I'm sure that's something we can all get behind. We can then move forward with the approval of the minutes.
So moved.
Second? Discussion.
Second. Did we second?
I did.
Oh, you did?
Yes.
Okay, sorry.
That's good.
I didn't hear it.
That's good. I apologize. I'll yell. Okay, so we went to the 7th. No? Okay. Everyone's okay? Is there any comments on the minutes? There seeing none, we can move to a roll call vote, Vicki.
Councilman Lutz.
Yes.
Councilman McVey.
Yes.
Councilman Davis.
Abstain, I didn't have a chance to review them.
Council Vice President DeGirolamo?
Yes.
Council President Colbert?
Yes. Councilman, before we voted, if you wanted us to table it, I
That's
would.
okay.
You sure?
No, yeah, I don't want to hold up the progress just because I didn't have a chance.
Okay, thank you. Okay, so the bills list, thank you.
Current fund, $1,164,444.96. State federal grants, $2,454.62. Capital fund, $16,404.02. Sewage utility fund, $249,148.52. Planning board trust fund, $9,336. Section 8, $2,047.57, for a regular bill list of $1,443,845.69. There's no Section 8 rent payments this month, and there is no prepaid bill. So the grand total is $1,443,845.69.
Thank you. So we can move to accept the bill list.
So moved.
I will second. Discussion.
Discussion.
Yes, Councilman Lewis.
If we could please hold Bill Landry's bills, there's 4 of them, for roughly $4,000, account number 28017. I just like them to be sent to each council member for the next meeting, so we can approve.
That was 20.
28017.
Thank you, Councilman.
I have a question on 72458, Blosky and Associates.
Yes?
This is noted as a professional service through Section 8. Did we hire someone new?
Yes, she changed auditors.
Does she have the ability to do that? Typically, professional services come before council for approval, or is that at the mayor's discretion? Well, this,
Can I?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, the federal government. She is the way through
Okay.
program to get approval to take that mission.
And you were properly notified, Mayor?
I was.
Okay, thank you.
okay.
Is that all, Councilwoman?
Yes.
Councilman McVey? Oh, sorry, Council President.
Sorry, there was one more. 72422, we have JCP&L for recreation. Do we know what buildings that is for?
I personally do not. The mayor said he does not know. So if we don't know, we should probably hold off until we find out.
So that is referencing PO 28097. All the others I was fine with. That's all.
Okay. Councilman McVey.
28035 Star Dollar Cleaners. I was copied on correspondence going into the mayor's office regarding working out. This has been brought up, I believe, on January 1st. We're just trying to work through why we're paying Star Dollar Cleaners. Has there any action been taken from the mayor's office regarding working this out on the prestige estimate?
That would be a question for the mayor, and mayor, if you wish to answer.
If there were, this was a payment made to Star Dollar Cleaners? Is that what I'm?
I believe what Councilman McVey was referring to was that there were estimates brought in from Prestige Cleaners, which is local here in Lopakon, and I guess were they lesser than what we had with Star Dollar, Councilman? Yes,
They're at or below on what we're paying.
they are. Okay, and with Star Dollar being the middleman going out the east, and so that's why.
Right. And that I would have to ask Patty Hutz, because I can't answer that.
Okay, so we will go ahead and, you want to table that, Councilman, until we get a definitive from the mayor, or would you like to pay it?
I just wanted to bring attention to it. I want to know if there was action being taken. We're asking for it, but I'm not asking for it.
So we will go ahead and pay it, and then
Yep.
next month we will,
Yes.
okay. Thank you.
Excuse me, Council President.
I'm finished. Yes, Councilman.
That's for the uniforms, but Mr. Penn,
Yes, sir.
yeah,
That's correct. Yeah, thank you.
you said Public Works.
Did I?
Oh, no, he said he was making. local patties.
Oh, okay. Mayor, that's for Chief Stetner. Patty hostess.
I didn't realize it wasn't DPW. I thought it was DPW.
We will look for direction then from Chief Stetner. Councilman Davis, any questions on the bill list?
No, just I need a recollection in regard to the Bill Landry invoices. My understanding from a previous question about those invoices that we were a pass-through entity and we didn't have the right to legally hold up invoices that were submitted to us from the planning board.
Right, you can't refuse to pay them because they're paid in the escrow.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you, Councilman.
Is that where you were? No, but that's not what I was.
I think he just wanted us to have copies of them so we knew what they were
Yeah, all
looking for.
right. Yeah, you just have copies then if you don't want.
Excellent. I have none. With that being said, we can move to, we did have one tabled, we did have one tabled bill, was the mileage bill. I don't have the number on me, Vicki, do you have that number? I apologize, I don't have it written down.
72279.
72279 in the amount of, I believe it was $234. Are we going to place that back on? I believe we had some questions.
I introduced that, Council President.
Councilman McVey?
I was asking Mayor if this employee had access to the Durango, why wasn't that used, or why wasn't the gas used, and why we're cutting checks for that much money to an individual?
I investigated the matter, and it has been the norm for employees to use their personal vehicles. However, since you have brought it up, they have now been informed to use the pool car.
Fair enough.
Great. And Mayor, was that for a week's worth of gas, or was it like a month?
I don't know the days that he used it.
I would imagine it was probably at least a month. I mean, it's over $200.
Bob Merlo would know. Bob's someone in the class.
Okay. Councilman, do you feel comfortable with that?
I do.
Yeah, please do.
The only one we had was the 28097.
28097
That was the
was,
purchase order number for JCP&L.
so we were going to move as amended by tabling the JCP&L bill.
Yeah.
And untabling the other one, which is
227.
74422.
7227.
That's what she said. Okay. So move as amended.
Second.
There'll be no discussion. We can move forward. Vicki, with a roll call?
Councilman Lutz?
Yes.
Councilman McVey?
Yes.
Councilman Davis?
Yes.
Council Vice President DeGirolamo?
Yes.
Council President Colbert?
Yes. Okay, public comment on agenda items. So if anyone has a public comment, please move forward.
Joe Miner, 392 South Main Street, Phillipsburg, New Jersey, 2018-05. Please, I'll push the little button as soon as I figure out what it is. Yeah, there it is. Please table and repair this motion. I'm not repeating myself. I've already criticized it at other meetings. This is additional criticism. It really needs fixing. There are no inspection fees in this motion. The most recent motion, written by Josh Davis and passed, is missing from the code. The code, in effect, refers to a payment code that is missing from the code. Without a fee for every inspection, the cost burden will exceed the required salaries for the 5 additions to the department necessitated by present needs from last presentation and by yearly inspections of all rentals. In other words, you are inspecting for free. You gotta fix it. Thank you.
Thank you for your comment, Mr. Meyer. Mr. Amy.
Good evening. Alan 80, 71 Louis Street, Phillipsburg, New Jersey. Member of the Phillipsburg School Board.
Yes, sir.
Question is on the budget. I understand the original budget presented to the town had a tax cut, which is a welcome sight in this town. However, the existing budget that you are going to vote on tonight has a tax increase, am I correct?
No, sir.
I am not correct?
No, sir.
No.
Question answered. Thank you very
You're
much.
very welcome. It was a tax cut of 1.5.
You said the new employees were covered.
They are. They are. Is there anyone else? Okay, there seeing none, we can move forward with the ordinances for second reading. Ordinance number 2018-05, which was the ordinance of the Town of Phillipsburg, County of Orange, State of New Jersey, deleting Chapter 464 rental property in its entirety and replacing it with a new Chapter 464 rental property. Before we move forward, Mr. Minor did make a very good point. There is a fee schedule that is not attached to this ordinance. In the original ordinance, there was a fee schedule. I am certainly open to tabling this for one more meeting until we can get the fee schedule attached, if the rest of council will oblige.
Yeah, I'm okay. I just like to see what we all agreed with Councilman Davis to.
I agree. I believe that has been changed. Right, Councilman Davis, correct me if I'm wrong, but that was that they would inspect and pay. They would end up actually paying more. So if a landlord owned a building with 17 units, if the fee was $100 per unit, that would be $1,700 as opposed to the $100 for the one building. Correct?
The revision that I proposed was that it would be a per inspection fee. So correct. So every inspection would incur a cost of approximately $100.
Right.
Or whatever fee schedule. But I don't believe that we took any legislative action to create a fee schedule, because we had, if I recall correctly, said that we would take that up in separate action.
Okay. So we can actually pass this then this evening and then move forward with a fee schedule.
That would be I'm not sure what the codification is. I'd have to consult the counselor, but my understanding was we would pass it this evening and then amend it in accordance with that discussion.
Give us the fees, by way of order.
Ordinance, yeah. Oh,
Okay. I'm certainly okay with that.
because if I do remember, we had to research where that fee was located in the code. Yeah.
Excellent. Thank you. So then, a question asked and answered, and we will have it in place.
But there was a registration fee which is
Right.
independent of the inspections.
We have taken away the registration fee and implemented Councilman Davis's suggestion with the inspection fee. It ends up costing, it does more of a service for the town of Phillipsburg.
And the registration was 6.
To Mr. Minor's point, it was missing somehow from the code from last year. The fee schedule and registration fee were removed in the latest instantiation of the ordinance, which was passed in August of 2017. I'm not sure why the website, the Ecode 360, was not updated, but I can tell you almost definitively those were the amendments that I had proposed and were passed.
Excellent. Okay, so we can move forward. I will motion for this ordinance. If I can get a second.
Second.
Any discussion?
No. Yeah, we can move forward.
So because this would be the second reading, if we don't have discussion, I do have to open it up to the floor. There seeing none, we can proceed with a roll call vote, Vicki?
Councilman Wenner?
Yes.
Councilman McVey?
Yes.
Councilman Davis?
Yes.
Council Vice President DePalma?
Yes.
Council President Fuller?
Yes. Excellent, motion carries. So we do have no ordinances at this time for our first reading, so we will move forward with new business. We do have a few items of new business, and then I can move to the individual council and see what they have. We have 2018-06, which was vetoed by the mayor. Was that the veto date, May 28, 2018? Ordinance of the Town of Phillipsburg. It's several days after. Okay. Ordinance of the Town of Phillipsburg, County of Orange, State of New Jersey, amending Chapter 67, Vehicles and Traffic, Section 28, Parking Lots of the Code of the Town of Phillipsburg. I would like to request a motion to override the veto.
Council Clerk, need 4 votes.
Yes, 2/3 of the council. So we need 4 votes to override each veto. I need a motion first. I will motion. Secondly. So, discussion?
No, the discussion, the only discussion I did originally vote yes. After running by the lot again, because if you recall, I had concerns about the number of reserve spots. I'm still amenable to the number of placards, but I think that we need to reduce the number of reserve spots on second thought. So my vote for the third passage will be no.
Thank you, Councilman. We can roll call vote, Vicki?
Is there public in this?
No.
Councilman Lutz,
Yes.
Councilman McVey,
Yes.
Councilman Davis,
No.
Council Vice President DeGirolamo,
Yes.
Council President Colbert.
Yes. The motion carries. 2018-06 has been successfully vetoed. The veto's been overridden. It was successfully vetoed though originally.
That's true.
Right? Ordinance number 2018-07, also vetoed by the mayor, same date. An ordinance of the town of Phillipsburg, county of Warren, state of New Jersey, amending chapter 67, vehicles and traffic, section 28, parking lots, the code of the town of the town of Phillipsburg, in order to delete the subsection I entitled municipal lots payment required. I will motion as well.
So moved.
Roll call vote, Vicki.
Well,
Oh,
second,
second.
clear, so I think the council president made the motion. Councilman Lutz, you want to second that?
He did.
Well, he was just. Oh, okay, I'm sorry. My apologies.
I know what you meant, Council.
Do I have to say second next time?
No.
No.
No, yet.
No. And is there discussion
Amongst the council.
amongst council? Excellent. Roll call vote, Vicki.
Councilman Lutz,
Yes.
Councilman McVey,
Yes.
Councilman Davis,
Yes.
Council Vice President DeGirolamo,
Yes.
Council President Colbert.
Yes. Ordinance number 2018-07 has been successfully overridden. The last is 2018-08, also vetoed by the mayor. An ordinance repealing Chapter 53 Ethics Code of and replaced with a new Chapter 53, the Municipal Ethics Board of the Code of the Town of Phillipsburg, New Jersey. I will motion to override.
Second.
Discussion?
Yeah, I'd like to say something if I may.
Yes, sir.
I'm going to vote yes on this. I voted no before, but I'm getting sick and tired of I'm going to say it, my wife is going to scream at me, but the bullshit that's going on in town. We have to work together. We're not getting anything done, and if this helps it, then let's go for it. But we have to do something. The town has to move on. We've been here, 4 months, and nothing seems to be moving. Yes, we're passing stuff, we're doing stuff, but nothing seems to be going forward. So I'm gonna say yes.
Thank you, Councilman. Further discussion? There being none, roll call vote, Vicki.
Councilman Lutz,
Yes.
Councilman McVey,
Yes.
Councilman Davis,
No.
Council Vice President DeGirolamo,
Yes.
Council President Colbert.
Yes. Ordinance number 2018-08 has been successfully overridden. Moving forward is, I do see the Cobble Beachfront property lease as well. Would you like me to read that? Do I have that in mind? That they're just notifying us that they were terminating the lease with the town of Phillipsburg. And we need to move to accept. We do, okay. I will move to accept the copy. Second. Folks, if we can just keep it down, please. Thank you. Councilman Lutz seconds the beachfront property lease being revoked. Will they terminate it? So, discussion.
What does that actually mean? That's our property, but we can't climb the steps anymore? The people can't climb the steps?
No, it's college.
It's college property.
Yeah,
Right.
so we built the steps and everything.
Right. So there was issues regarding the mayor, I don't know if there was issues recently, mayor.
Right.
Prior administration, and we discussed it with the insurance.
Right.
And fall of 2017, we had a discussion that just didn't make economic sense for the town to continue this leasehold arrangement. So
Okay,
this is the simplest way.
good enough. Thank you very much.
Great. I will go ahead and move to accept. Excellent. We already accepted that. How about that? Councilman Lewis, do you have anything new?
We gotta do it.
Oh, yeah, there was a
Discussion.
I asked him to vote. You didn't want to do it. All right. We can go ahead and roll call vote. Vicky?
Councilman Lutz?
Yes.
Councilman McVey?
Yes.
Councilman Davis?
Yes.
Council Vice President DeGirolamo?
Yes.
Council President Polk?
Yes. Okay, then we can ask Councilman Lutz if he has any new business.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry. All right. Sorry, I didn't see new business.
Oh, that's okay.
A couple things.
Yes, sir.
I like, wait a minute, I have a lot written down. I like to, one second. I'd like a vote for the town attorney on behalf of the council to send a letter to the prosecutor's office to have Eric Feinhold, whatever, in the way that he's buying houses in Phillipsburg.
I would have to concur and echo the sentiment of Councilman Lutz. I do believe that Mr. Einholz's business practices do require an investigation, and hopefully I would not want to pass judgment until I see the results of the investigation. Is there a consensus on the letter? Is everyone okay with that?
I'm fine.
Yes, Councilman.
Yes.
Roll call.
We want to do a roll call vote, Vicky?
Councilman Lutz?
Yes.
Councilman McVey?
Yes.
Councilman Davis?
Based on the gentleman's name appearing in debate on specific legislation, I think that it's a foolish thing for us to do that, so no.
Council Vice President DeGirolamo?
Yes.
Council President Polk?
Absolutely, yes.
Okay, second, I would like the town attorney on behalf of the council to send a letter send a letter to the Attorney General's office in reference to selling the property of Ingersoll Rand to Opus from the town of Phillipsburg. The reason why, I think every resident should make sure that it's okay for what they did and how they sold it for $2.5 million, and it was just in the paper for $43 million. Something doesn't jive for me there. So if the Attorney General accepts it and looks into it, that's great. If he doesn't, well, I tried. At least the citizens will have a clear mind on it. So I make a motion on that.
I'll second that.
Councilman Davis beat me to it, so we will roll call vote, Vicky.
Councilman Lutz?
Yes.
Councilman McVey?
Yes.
Councilman Davis?
Yes.
Council Vice President DeGirolamo?
Yes.
Council President Polk?
Yes.
And I have one more right now.
Yes, sir.
The last 2 weekends, I was working the bunny train,
Yes, sir.
and I like to give my proceeds to animal control officer. And it's $500. For blankets, for treats, or whatever for the animals.
That's awesome, Councilman Lutz. Very awesome.
If you want to do that, or I was going to do that it doesn't matter, I'll do it right now. You can do it, I'll do it now. We have a co-op with New Brunswick, hopefully we'll have a co-op with New Brunswick to help us with the cost of buying new meters for South Main Street. And I would like to bring that up to work session and if the mayor doesn't mind, they can have the people up for work session to have their speech for the co-op. Thank you. That's all I have.
Excellent. We don't need to vote on that, right?
No.
Okay. Council Vice President DeGirolamo.
The only question I had was, it was brought to our attention, there was a special event held at Walters Park this weekend. And reading the code, it looks like all special event applications come before council, and I don't recall anything coming before council in the last 90 days.
Do you mind if I ask what the special event was?
I believe it was an egg hunt at Walters Park.
I thought it was at the high school. Was there?
No, there was another one. I don't know the details. Somebody just said, how does this happen? And I said, I don't know anything about it.
Interesting.
The high school was on the board property, so that wouldn't come to us.
Okay. That I don't have an answer for you, Council Vice President. I would look to the mayor. Do you have an answer?
No, I don't. It's something that they used to just arrive and add an egg hunt. Unless the town clerk saw any kind of paperwork past the desk, no, I've been on
Vicki?
Excellent. Well, Mayor, we will get the information then over to you after I get it from Council Vice President DeGirolamo.
I'll send the details.
Please.
Thank you.
Thank you. That's all.
Councilman McVey? I'm good. All right. Councilman Davis?
I'm also good, thank you.
Excellent. I just had one item under new business. I spoke with Councilman Mark Lutz last week, I believe it was. Councilman Lutz had called me and we had discussed the animal control officer. And I believe he had spoken with the mayor subsequently to that conversation. And forgive me, Michelle, because I know that you had taken a test and had passed your certification exam. I just don't remember the title. Do you mind shouting it out for me?
Animal cruelty investigator.
Excellent. So Michelle has taken a test and is now a certified animal cruelty investigator. Congratulations. I think that's excellent, and I believe, in our opinion,